Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now, I hope you're watching this video after you saw my walk around of this, which is a 2000 Honda S2000. In this video, we're going to take this thing out on the road and we're going to do some back roads. I'm not really interested in driving this on the highway because this is a back road canyon carver. So here we go. Now this car has an old school key, something you don't really see much anymore. I have my neighbor here with me whose car this is. Now you twist the key, put the clutch in and hit the start button. Yeah, so this car has a Tanabe exhaust, which is one of the few modifications this car has. We've got a digital speedometer and tachometer, so here we go. Alright, so this S2000, we have a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, 240 horsepower, about 150 foot-pounds of torque. Now, we spent a little time, driving over this car, and it is such a sweetheart. It's the shortest throw shifter I've ever shifted, and it is just so sweet. Now, this car will rev all the way to 9,000 RPM, which I think is by far the most of any car that I've driven for this channel. We're going to test it out, and they said that once you get about 5,500, 6,000 RPMs, it really sort of comes alive, and he said it's like an angry nest of bees. So we're going to go over to Arcona, which is my favorite driving road, just to test out the handling a little bit. Now, just like the Z4 that I just drove, this is open top driving fun, and these two cars couldn't be more different, actually, too. Now, the exhaust that this car had when the owner bought it it's not too much. When you get off the gas, you can just sort of hear it just changes pitch a little bit, but it's not like buzzy, ricer. It's not your typical Honda fart can. And we were talking about the clutch a little bit. It's very light, nothing too crazy that would hurt your calf after traffic driving. Yeah, it's so cool to see the old school sort of digital everything, really. This really is a perfect day for this.
Yeah.
Now this being a 20-year-old car, it rattles a little bit, but that just sort of, I want to say, just sort of adds to the experience of this car. Area to work with, you can sort of just get into the right gear. Oh, so sweet. Come alive like at 6,000. What a beautiful day for a nice drive. Yeah, this really does seem like a car from a different era.
Yeah, it gives you that real connected feel to the road.
Oh yeah.
Not like a lot of newer cars do.
Like this anymore. Corvette or really an American car any day. It just feels light on its feet, and an unbelievably sweet shifter. Yeah. Now I won't say specifically, but you can get a car like this for well under $15,000, which, I mean, it's the deal of the century. You've got your Honda reliability. It's not going to break like an Alfa Romeo or like an Italian car.
No, there's a guy on the S2000 forum. I think 370,000 miles on the original motor.
Oh my god!
And transmission.
Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, this car is 90,000, almost 90,000 miles, and it is performing like that still. Alright, so I'm holding the camera now. Okay, I said to Matt, in a car like this, I would never drive it out on the road, you know, with the camera in my hand because it's a stick car, but we're just gonna drive up to our neighborhood just to finish out this little drive review. But just so you can get an idea of what we're looking at when you drive this car. Obviously, we've got tons of headroom, and just so you can take a look at the speedometer too. The shifter is so sweet. Yeah, this car really is the steering wheel, the shifter, and your right foot. That's about it. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is quite a memorable review. And I'm gonna focus on driving now. Okay. Back to Orchard Glen. Alright, so this is gonna wrap up my time with the Honda S2000. I'm really glad that Matt had the idea to let him drive so I could really sort of see what this car was capable of. And my God, this is one of the best driver's experiences I've ever had, and being a passenger there with Matt, who has a little more skill than I do, is really truly a memorable experience. And this car really ticks all the boxes. It's from an era where cars were just your right foot and a manual shifter and the open road. So this is an incredible car. We're going to give this car a Gem score right now. Big thanks to Matt for having me let me take a look at this car. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Alright, the Gem score for the Honda S2000. Sound, I gave it a 7. I like the aftermarket exhaust. It's not the greatest thing, but the sound when you get past 6,000 RPMs is absolutely incredible, so I gave it a 7. Styling, I gave it an 8. I think it's a classically gorgeous car. Nothing too crazy. It's just a simple, good-looking roadster. Performance, I gave it an 8. Okay, so 240 horsepower, revs to 9,000, handles incredibly. I think an 8 is fair. Price, absolute 10, no doubt about it. This car was $11,000 for the driving experience that you get for a roadster. You know, plus it's a roadster to have the top down. I think 10 is absolutely fair. Comfort, I gave it a 6. I'm 6 feet tall. I fit pretty well. I think if you're a little bit taller than me, you wouldn't have so much comfort. But in the time that I was in it, I enjoyed it. So I think 6 is fair. Interior, I gave it a 6. I mean, there is nothing as far as modern amenities. No nav system, no traction control buttons. You know, no nothing. It's really just the steering wheel, the shifter, and your right foot. So I gave that a 6. Fun factor, absolute 10, no doubt about it. This is honestly one of the nicest cars and nicest driving experiences I've ever had. The only car that can compare as far as a driving experience is, you know, a BMW M240, which is another great car. So a total Gem score of 55 out of 70 points, which puts this all-time number 2, tied with the WRX STI with 55 and the CLS Mercedes with 55. Incredible car. I want one.